Everything has a timer, seasons, empires, souls, systems, and these cycles are not random. They are celestial code written into the architecture of the heavens. Because just as your body runs on circadian rhythm, the earth runs on cosmic clocks. And right now, one of those clocks is striking midnight. Before we continue, understand this. The hidden war is not political. It is spiritual. It is psychological. It is energetic. A war not for land or borders, but for human memory, identity, perception, and sovereignty. In the earlier parts of this series, we exposed the unseen forces shaping nations, the portals and grids influencing the earth, the systems that feed on human disconnection, and the entities that harvest human attention. Now, Part 5 lifts the lens beyond all of that, revealing the cosmic timing behind everything unfolding on Earth. If you are arriving here without the earlier parts, just know this. You are living through a spiritual audit of the entire planet, and the heavens are the timestamp. We need to understand that time is a portal, not a line. We were taught to see time as a straight line. The past behind us, the future ahead of us. But the ancients understood something deeper. They knew time as layered, cyclical, multidimensional. They tracked the heavens not to predict events, but to understand the archetypal currents moving through human consciousness. Eclipses open portals. Conjunctions reorganize the collective psyche. Retrogrades reopen karmic lessons. Solstices reset energetic grids. And planetary returns resurrect unresolved agreement. Time does not move forward. Time circles back for what humanity hasn't completed. There is something deeper we must understand about the heavens itself and planetary bodies. Planets are not just distant spheres moving through empty space. They are living archetypes, ancient intelligences, cosmic frequencies that speak in energy, not words. Their movements shape the emotional, psychological, and spiritual climates of humanity. Just as the moon pulls the ocean, the planets pull on the tides within human consciousness. Our ancestors knew this. They watched the sky to understand the invisible currents moving through the world. Currents that influence nations, shape eras, and ignite awakenings. Planetary motion is not superstition. It is the cosmic weather of the soul. And when a planet like Pluto moves, the entire collective feels the shift. Now, let's understand Pluto. Pluto was once our solar system's 9th planet, but has been reclassified as a dwarf planet. Pluto governs death, rebirth, collapse, shadow, and karmic reckoning. It strips illusions with surgical precision. It dissolves false structures. It exposes what has been buried. Pluto is the gatekeeper of the underworld, the archetype that drags corruption to the surface and forces transformation. where evolution has been refused. Pluto does not destroy what is real. It destroys what cannot enter the next era. And when Pluto returns to its original position in a nation's birth chart, it does not come as a guest. It comes as a judge. The United States was born in 1776 under Pluto at 27 degrees of Capricorn, the degree associated with empire, with governance, power, and shadow authority. Now, after 248 years, Pluto has returned to that exact position for the first time. History shows us that no empire has passed through a Pluto return and change. Rome fell under one. Babylon shattered under one. Egypt fractured under one. A Pluto return is not a transit, it is a karmic audit. And you can see the symptoms everywhere. Political extremism, cultural fragmentation, economic instability, religious distortion, technological obsession, moral confusion. These are not random events. They are signs that the empire is being stripped down to its bones so the truth can be seen. But this moment is far bigger than one nation. When a keystone nation trembles, the energy grid of the entire world shifts with it. Every nation is being pulled into its own karmic confrontation, its unhealed history, its ancestral trauma, its forgotten agreements with the earth and the spiritual distortions that have guided it for generations. If you want to see Pluto's influence in real time, simply look at the world through spiritual eyes. Governments are fracturing simultaneously. Nations that once felt stable, like the United States, France, the United Kingdom, and Israel, are experiencing political breakdowns that shake the foundation of their identity. Trust in leadership has evaporated, leaving entire populations in a state of ideological drift. This is not coincidence. This is Pluto removing false rulers. Economies worldwide are cracking open. China's real estate empire is collapsing. Currency values are unstable. Inflation is suffocating nations. Supply chains continue to break and wealth inequality has reached an extreme. What was built on exploitation cannot stand in a Pluto cycle. The economic illusion is dissolving. Institutional shadows are erupting. Religious organizations, political systems, media conglomerates and global corporations are all facing scandals, leaks and exposures they can no longer contain. This is Pluto dragging the underworld into the light. Spiritual frameworks are collapsing and resurrecting. Traditional religion is losing followers at historic rates, while millions turn towards ancestral wisdom, meditation, astrology, energy work, and personal spiritual sovereignty. Pluto dismantles any structure that was built on fear rather than truth. War is reshaping the global order. The Russia-Ukraine conflict, the Middle East crisis, Africa resisting neo-colonial control, and the rise of new global alliances reveal the death of old empires and the emergence of a multipolar world. Pluto dissolves outdated systems of power so new structures can form. Even technology is entering its reckoning. Artificial intelligence is accelerating faster than ethics can manage. Deep fakes and digital manipulations are destabilizing truth. Social media platforms are fueling mass psychological breakdowns. Corporations are losing control of their own inventions. Pluto exposes the shadow of the digital underworld, and the earth itself is responding. Record heat waves, volcanic awakenings, earthquakes increasing, ancient rivers drying, violent storms reshaping nations. The planet is shifting her grid in alignment with the cosmic clock. Nothing happening right now is random. Nothing is accidental. Everything is responding to the same celestial timing. The planets are not inert rocks. They are archetypal intelligences. Frequencies that activate dormant codes within individuals and within civilizations. Mars awakens conflict already brewing. Saturn enforces lessons long overdue. Jupiter expands the seeds we have planted. Uranus breaks what we've outgrown. Neptune dissolves illusions we cling to. Pluto exposes the shadow we fear to face. The heavens do not control events. They reveal when the next chapter begins. As it is written, as above, so below. As within, so without. If you are here, breathing, watching this unfold, it is not accidental. Souls do not arrive on earth through an epoch like this by mistake. You chose this battleground. You chose this initiation. You chose to awaken in the middle of the great unraveling. This is not the time to shrink into survival mode. This is the time to step into sovereignty. Break inherited programming. Release ancestral residue. Reclaim your energy. Stand in truth even when it costs you. Return to your divine identity. You are not here to escape the war. You are here to rise inside it. No, you're wondering what comes after the collapse. Collapse is not destruction. Collapse is clearing. What is dying now is already dead spiritually. Parasitic systems, false hierarchies, manipulated narratives, counterfeit spirituality, corrupted institutions, and a humanity that forgot its own origin. What is emerging is something entirely different. A regenerative humanity, sovereign individuals, healed timelines, awakened memory, multidimensional awareness, and the return of divine identity. This is not the end of the world, beloved. It is the end of the illusion. Here are 5 directives to guide you through this purifying period. 1. Stand in radical truth. Illusion cannot survive the cycle. Identify what is false in your life and refuse to negotiate with it. Truth is the only stabilizing force in a collapsing age. 2. Release ancestral entanglements. Patterns, beliefs, and emotional residues that began before you must be cleared by you. What your lineage could not resolve becomes your initiation. 3. Guard your energy like a temple. Every environment you enter, every voice you allow, and every habit you engage either strengthens or drains you. Protect your field with precision. 4. Anchor yourself in timeless practice. Daily grounding through breath, stillness, scripture, or meditation keeps you aligned with the higher laws when the world around you destabilizes. 5. Live as a sovereign being. Make choices from alignment, not fear. Act from your soul instead of survival. Sovereignty is the requirement for navigating this era of cosmic reckoning. Let these directives move through you like a quiet awakening. Not loud, not dramatic, just true. Because the world beneath your feet is shifting, and the choices you make now ripple into timelines you cannot yet see. There are forces moving around you, timelines rearranging themselves, and ancestors watching to see how you will respond. This is the kind of moment souls incarnate for. A threshold, a turning, a remembering. Walk with awareness. Move with intention. Respond from the deepest place within you. The age is changing, and so must you. This is a sacred curriculum. The Hidden War series, Lesson 5 complete. Now, remember who you are.